Okay, first off, I'm trying a different camera for these, but yeah. So we're gonna start on the horizontal stabilizer, and we're just starting on the frame, and there's a doubler that goes into each of the spars. This one already has. We just laid it in there for right now before we do any clecoing or riveting, but those will go in there, and we'll rivet all the ribs and the nose ribs and the hinges in. So we'll be back. Okay, I've got the frame for the horizontal stabilizer clecoed together. Got the nose ribs clecoed on. The doubler is clecoed in. We've got the hinges. Hinges are clecoed, ready to go. We did have to do a transfer drill on those hinges, just because of the doubler had a smaller hole, so we transfer drilled that. But next thing is we will rivet the front ribs to it, and the way that the rivets go, they go from the back to the front, so make sure you don't rivet the back on first, because you have to move the ribs. You have to bend the rib out of the way, or just move it out of the way so you can get the angle on that rib, so you can get get the rivet puller in there. I couldn't think of it there for a second. Yeah, that's where we're at right now, coming together.
I did these two and then this section.
Something you need to remember if you're building one of these is when you're framing up the horizontal stabilizer, when you're ready to rivet it up, you don't rivet this side, or you don't rivet that side first, because, you have to take that rib loose, you have to bend it back so you can get the rivet gun in here, so you have clearance to get the gun in there and pull those rivets. And then when we're all done with this side, then you go back through and you do the back side. It was going so good. It was going so good, and then we made a mistake. I got down to, we riveted all these ribs in to the front spar, and I got all the way down to this last one, and the thought occurred to me that it seemed like we were using the same rivets on everything across, which normally you don't do. Since we're going through thicker pieces here, that's the 41s, the 42s, we're putting the 42s in here, and this is a different rivet. Got all the way down here before I realized it, so now we get to drill out, what did we say?
3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12. All right to
18,
here, yeah.
yeah. So we get to drill out 18 rivets out of here and redo all of those. So, and we both missed that in the manual. Totally missed it. And yep, it happens. So we'll go through and drill all these out and redo them. Yay! Okay, we got our mistake fixed where we had the wrong rivets to drill out. Ended up being 15 rivets that we had to drill and re-rivet. Everything went okay with that. Just took a little while to get that all done. But we've got the rear spar riveted to the ribs. We're riveting the hinges on. And one thing I would recommend is when you go to rivet those hinges, put one of the hinge bolts through there so that, you know, make sure that it's lined up perfectly when that goes in. We're almost done with this. I just got 2 hinges left to do on here, and then we're going to call it a day. I want to show you the rivets that go in the hinges. It's a CCPQ 64. It's a pretty good size rivet, and our little rivet gun here really, it works. It growls at it though. Really makes a snap when it comes off. And then I've got I'm using the pneumatic riveter on this one, and that's a two shot. You have to do it twice on this one. Stout rivets. Well, we're wrapped up for the day. Finished the frame up on the horizontal stabilizer. Took a little longer than we thought since we had that rivet mistake, but everything worked out fine. Everything looks good, riveted up good. Other than the mistake, I think there was only one rivet that we had to drill out and replace. Everything else went really good. So that's it for now. And next up will be skinning this elevator. That'll probably be in the next couple days.